today we are going to throw together a great dish that my mama likes to make. This is Peg Corn Casserole, and it is a wonderful dish to take to family functions. It would make a great Thanksgiving dish. Now I'm only going to do half of the recipe. If you wanted a bigger dish, you could double the recipe. So first of all, I've got 1 can of peg corn. This is actually white peg corn. And I'm going to add that to the bowl. Now I'm going to do 1 can of green beans. Now French style green beans really work best, but I just have the green beans the cut green beans. And you do want to drain all of the liquid out of those and make sure you drain them really well. Now we're going to add 1 cup of cheese. I'm just going to guess at it. Okay, so that's probably about a cup. This is so easy to throw together, guys. And now I have got some sour cream, and you're going to do 1 cup of sour cream. And again, I'm going to guess at this. I went ahead and I diced up a 1/4 cup of celery, which is about 1 stalk. I've got it's a half of a small bell pepper, but a 1/4 cup of bell pepper and a 1/4 cup of yellow onion. And I went ahead and diced those, and we're just gonna add those. Y'all, this is so good. I have got this on my mind this morning. Our world is becoming a crazy place. I hear that from everybody every day. You know, the Lord's coming back, and He is coming back, but you know, He's gonna be here anytime. We don't know. The Bible tells us He comes like a thief in the night, so we don't really know when He's coming. And people talk about how our world is getting crazy and people are so mean, and people are. You know, I've lived long enough to know there are some mean people in our world, but if you look back and you read the Bible, there's always been mean people in the world. There's always been people that do bad things. I think the problem lies in that we didn't have the internet. It's all in our face, whereas before, throughout history, we didn't have that. Like, we didn't know what was going on down the road. We had no idea. So I think we just see it every day. It's in our face. We don't put down our cell phones. We're reading about it every day, and it makes us anxious, and we think the world is just horrible. But I like to look at it a different way. I like to think that the world is not that bad of a place, or Jesus would be here. I really believe that. I think, and I don't know that, but I'm just saying that if it's that bad of a place, if there's so many bad people in the world, I would think that He would have already came back. And I just have to believe there are good people in the world. Because my granddaughter and I were out in the yard yesterday, and a car just whips in my driveway, and I didn't know who it was, and I could see somebody waving. So I was like, okay, who is this? And typically, if you come to my house unannounced, I'm just gonna say this: I do protect myself. I will protect myself. I am that person. But I was out in my yard and I caught a little off guard. They pull in the driveway, and my first thought was, oh no, I'm in the front yard, you know, I can't get in the house. And of course I had my cell phone on me. But when I got a little closer, I could see a little lady with gray hair, and she was waving at me. And when I got a little bit closer, and I had my granddaughter, Anna Margaret, I was a little leery. I thought, well, I'll just take off running to the back door. I know that sounds crazy. It's awful to think that way. It is terrible to think that way. But then I seen another lady in the car. It had gray hair. They were lost. They were looking for a graveyard. And I helped them out, and they were the kindest, sweetest ladies ever. And I just felt, I don't know, it lifted my day. It made me feel good that I helped someone. And they just stopped by and I said something to the lady and she said, God is good. And I thought, yeah, God is good. It just left me with a great feeling that I helped someone. And you know, we can't live our lives in fear. Definitely be cautious. I am most definitely cautious. Sometimes we just have to back away from those cell phones and the news and just leave it alone and live our lives in peace and harmony. And I really believe that. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have thoroughly mixed this, and I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be chatty this morning, but it's kind of nice. I have the house to myself, and I just had that on my mind. You know, there's some great people in this world. This can be a beautiful world. We shouldn't let those things bother us. Really, we shouldn't, but we should be cautious. Okay, now I've got this mixed, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a baking dish. I've got a 7 by 11 here. And let me just get this out of the way. And we're just gonna pour this mixture into this dish, and I have oiled this dish as well. Take some Ritz crackers, and I've got a half a pack of Ritz crackers, and these are the vegetable crackers, and they go great over these casseroles. I like them better than just the plain. Okay, and I've already crushed them, and I'm just gonna sprinkle those on top. Oh my goodness, if y'all have never had Peg Corn Casserole, y'all gonna have to try this. This is wonderful. Okay, so I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop this in the oven. And voila, it's done. And actually this cooked for about 40 minutes, up to 40 minutes. You'll see it bubbling around the edges and you'll know it's done. Y'all go make you some of this. It's delicious.